Hey, what's up, everybody? So I'm going to tell you a story about the most embarrassing night I've ever had, and it happened to be last night at work. For everybody that doesn't know, which is probably like 95% of you, is I manage a fast food restaurant, right? And in this particular fast food restaurant, we only have one bathroom, and it is inside. You know, it is closed off, and it is a unisex bathroom. There's one toilet, there's a locker in there with all of our other shit. And yeah, it's crazy. You know, it's just like, you know, anybody can come in and out, and you have to make sure that door is locked, right? You know, well, anyways, I start my night off. We're, you know, we're pretty slow for the first part of the day, whatever. We cut to 5 o'clock. We're busy as shit. You know, everybody's coming over, like 5 o'clock rush. Everybody wants some quick food, you know, all that. And I have to take a shit. Like, you know, like I really have to take a shit, but we're short-handed and I can't like make enough time to go to the bathroom. Like I have to help everywhere like I'm able to help out at. So I'm panicking. Like I have like that instant diarrhea feeling, that pooling in your stomach that you feel like sometimes when you're just like after a long night of drinking or like doing like blow or something, you know, like you just have that like instant feeling like, fuck, this is gonna be bad if I don't hit the toilet. Like, you know, like, well anyways, so, like I'm saying, it's that one unisex bathroom, and 3-4 hours goes by. It's about 9:30 at night, and I really have to shit, dude. Like it's hitting me, and you know, it's like it's got to the point where like I got myself constipated, you know, like I held it in for so long. We're so busy that like I didn't let it out. So it just like got stuck somewhere, like I don't know what the fuck to call that, but like it was just sitting there, and I was just like, oh fuck, this is like not gonna be a good shit. Like, you know, like whenever I do get in here, it's gonna be horrible. Like I'm gonna have to get in here. Well, I find my way into the bathroom eventually, and I'm in a hurry, dude. I fucking run in there, I slam the door shut. Like we have a handle, but it doesn't like connect, you know, like so we have this like lock that's like in the stall bathroom, like one of those like little like levers, you know. And I slam it closed, I pull that fucking lever, I fucking hop on that toilet, and I get to go, like, you know, I'm like sitting here just trying to like exercise these demons that I have working inside of me. And I'm sitting here and I hear a few footsteps coming my way, and I'm just like, you know, whatever, you know, door's locked, it's all good. Boom, door swings open. I am actively on the toilet looking, and this kid is just looking at me, and he's just like, you know, like, if you don't, like, So if you don't know what it looks like for a fat guy to take a shit, just imagine like me with my like pants around my ankles, right? and with my pants around my ankles, like this is like very hairy and there's like a few pimples here, you know, like, you know, so like I'm just like forcing some shit out, and he comes in and I'm just like looking at him, and we're looking at each other, like this is all happening in like seconds. And I'm looking at him and he's like, oh dude, what the fuck? And I'm just over here like, in my mind, I'm just like I'm trying to say, close the door, get the fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know, but what came out was like, and he's looking back at me, and he's just grossed out, and then he's also like, what the fuck was that? You know, and he walks off, and I was just like, I don't fucking know. So I get up and I haul ass to that door, and there's like toilet paper on my ass, because I'm like one of those people that like put toilet paper over the seat, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's germaphobe type of shit. So I slam the door shut and I lock it and I go sit back down. I'm like, oh my god, like what the fuck? And then I recap and I was like, oh my god, I just looked at him and I went, And I was like, what do I do now? Like, you know, like I can't go back out there and be his boss and tell him what to do. Like, you know, like, this guy, like I'm beta now. Like this guy is my boss now. Like, you know, like, so I was just like, the only probable way of like solving this is like, I gotta hang myself, right? You know, like I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. I can't shoot myself. I'm too much of a pussy to slit my wrist. I'd like bandage it up and be like, you know. It's just like, so I was like thinking about like, how can I do this? And I was like, oh, hanging myself is like perfect. It's like the perfect way to go out, you know? Like it's like, and I was like thinking in my house, I was like, dude, I have a ceiling fan. I don't know if I have rope, but I have a ceiling fan. I was like, well, like how much weight can a ceiling fan really hold? Like, you know, like I'm like about 270. Like, you know, if it's at 250, I'm bringing the ceiling fan on me, and I have to explain this to my fiance. Like, you know, what the fuck happened? I'm like, oh, you know, I tried to hang myself, fucking ceiling fan came down here, and you know, so So like after like 25 minutes of like thinking about this shit, I was just like, well, fuck it. I gotta go back out there and like assert dominance. Like, you know, like, so I go back out there and I'm like, hey, bro, James, yeah, we're never gonna talk about that again, okay? You know, like that never happened. But I'm sorry it did. You know, just like, which kind of reminds me, like I said, I have a fiance, I'm engaged. It reminded me, I have this weird fascination of like how much I hate my job. Like I fucking hate my job every day, and I don't know how to leave it and like find something different. Like it's just something I'm just too used to. And I'm just thinking like every night fucking sucks, you know? And it leads me to like, you know, I text my girl, and she tells me, she's like, you know, I've had a horrible night. And I'm like, yeah, me too. She's like, what happened? I was like, dude, some kid like walked in on me taking a shit. Like, it's fucking wild, like, right? And she's just like, yeah, well, like, I've had like 2 people get shot, and I'm dealing with somebody that's been stabbed, and like some fucking person from the state school punched me in the mouth. Like, you know, like people from the state school, like how JJ said, they're retarded, you know? You know, like, well, anyways, like they punched her in the mouth, and I was just like, God damn, like looking at my phone, I'm like, you know, my night wasn't that bad at all. Like, I had a great fucking night. Like, I'm about to go home and have a couple beers and, like, play some Apex. Like, dude, you're gonna have the next 6 hours for you is gonna be shit. Like, but anyways, that's my time. Thank y'all very much for listening and cooperating. I love y'all.
Woo! Yeah.